Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about my experience with my egg retrieval. For those of you who don't know, my husband and I are going through IVF. And what that is, it does stand for in vitro fertilization. They take the woman's egg out of their body and the man's sperm, and what they do outside the body is fertilize it and make an embryo. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and walk you through my experience. So back in May of 2018, my husband and I did have a consultation with our IVF clinic that we picked. So we had our consultation, and the doctor during that time did state that we can start as soon as my next menstrual cycle. I started my menstrual cycle a week right after that consultation. So right when I started my menstrual cycle, I gave them a call, and the doctor did put me on all the medications that I was going to need to mass produce all my eggs. So I was very bloated. I felt very, I had like hot flashes. I felt like nauseated all the time, but I knew that I had to focus on the end result, as if I am now, for this egg retrieval process. So yeah, I was very moody, had hot flashes like no other. It was horrible, but I got through it with the help of, you know, family and friends around me, and of course my husband being my biggest supporter through it all, because I wouldn't be able to do any of these shots without him, even till this day. And yeah, I got through you know, all the medication process, and basically this medication was controlling when I was gonna ovulate. And I was going in every other day for ultrasounds and blood work, and the results of the ultrasound and the blood work, it kind of just determines on how I'm doing as far as how my eggs are doing and how my follicles are growing, and they would measure that every day based upon my blood work. About, I want to say 3 weeks later, I was in for my egg retrieval, and that day was a story in itself. I felt very terrified to go in for this date. It was June 19th is when I was scheduled for my egg retrieval. And you know, I came in super bloated. My stomach looked like I was already pregnant. And yeah, I was hoping and hopeful that we were able to get a good amount of eggs out of me. So that day they wanted me to come in, no makeup, no perfume, no hair stuff, bare minimum. I brushed my teeth that morning because we had to get up at really early in the morning to be there. I got up, we went to the appointment, and yeah, so we waited there. I did have to fast that day. And yeah, I remember going in there in the morning. We had to be there around 7 o'clock, and after that we checked in, and they did put us in the back room. So we were in the waiting room for, I want to say, about 30 minutes. We waited for the doctors to come out. Right when they called her name, I had to dress into my gown. Super terrified. My husband and I went back there to the room where I was gonna be after the surgery. I was changing into my gown and my hair cap, and I just remember just breaking down. I had all the emotions going through my mind. I think I was more terrified of actually going under, because I've never ever gone under general anesthesia, only when I had my wisdom teeth pulled. So it was very frightening and terrifying, and right when they put in the IV, I was even more freaked out. I was just crying, which caused my husband to cry, and it was just such an emotional day. So I went in there. I ended up saying goodbye to my husband, and he did record me going into surgery. I'll here. Yeah, I was just very terrified. I walked into the room. The room was so cold. I lay there, and they said count to 3, and I did. And I woke up, and it was like I had just closed my eyes. So I woke up, and the room was empty, and my husband was walking in, and thankfully he did record, because I was all out of it. My eyes were so puffy from crying before they even put the IV in my hand. So I went in and it was just so quick. I felt no pain. I didn't feel any type of numbness. I didn't feel like weird down there or anything. It was just so quick, and I remember waking up and I was praying like, thank God I'm out of this. I'm okay, and yeah, it just goes from there. So right when I woke up, the doctor did come in that did my egg retrieval, and he stated that I had 6 eggs that were retrieved. My doctor originally was predicting at least 10, but we did get 6. I'm very thankful and hopeful. So during my egg retrieval, my husband did have to go in the room and do his samples so that his guys were ready to fertilize my eggs that we retrieved. They said they were going to call us towards the end of the day to see how many eggs fertilized and at what grade. So at the end of the day, they did ended up calling us stating that we made 5 embryos at a grade 5 AA, which is the highest grade that we can possibly have. And we were so thankful that we even got 5 out of the 6 eggs that we've retrieved, that we got 5 embryos. So that was like amazing, and my husband and I were ecstatic. We were so excited to even have, you know, 5 at the highest grade, and we wanted to do a fresh embryo transfer. And what they do is they allow from June 19th and all the embryos that we did get, which was 5, and we allow 1 embryo to grow into a blastocyst day 5. So after that, they check back day 5 and the day of our egg retrieval to see how the blastocyst is doing. We freeze 4, and then it was beautiful, and the doctor said that it couldn't be any more beautiful, and we were just so happy. So yeah, that was my story with the IVF egg retrieval process for me. For everyone else, it is different. I love hearing others go through this, because I know what to expect, especially here on YouTube, using this huge platform to share with everyone. And I'm thankful for those of you who did post videos. It was such a scary experience, but after having to go through everything, it was just absolutely, you know, amazing. I wasn't in any pain. My anesthesiologist was amazing. I couldn't have asked for such a better day. I just let my fears get the best of me, and that's what causes me to just cry. I feel like I was just on all of these medications and all these hormones at the time. And yeah, that was back in June. If you guys do want to hear any other experiences that I've gone through, definitely comment down below. Also, I do want to mention that we still have 4 embryos that are frozen. We had 5 embryos, and then we did a fresh transfer on 1. So now we have 4 embryos that are frozen. And of course, you know, we have time to go back for them. We are working on another transfer currently. And yeah, watch that video down below. I'll link it in my description box for you guys to click on, and you can take a look at that. Bear with me, that was like my first video ever on camera. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys soon.